Hi, friends. It's time for story time. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Yeah. Okay, sit down so we can read our story to our friends. Okay? Today, our story is called Donald Learns a Lesson. Okay? Let's get started. Remember, Monroe, you have to be quiet so your friends can hear, okay? Donald was dreaming he was on a boat sailing out to sea. All at once he heard a noise. Thump, 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 thump. What was that? Donald opened his eyes. He was in his own bed in his own room. The sun was shining. The noise was coming from outside. Monroe. He rolled over and looked out the window. The thumping noise was the sound of Daisy running, and Huey, Dewey, and Louie were following her. Daisy does nothing but run anymore, said Donald. She never has time to visit with me. I think I'll have to talk with her. So he got dressed and went outside. Donald could see that Huey, Dewey, and Louie thought Daisy was wonderful. She could run fast, she could run far. Gee, Aunt Daisy, you're really strong, said Huey. We want to be strong like you, said Dewey and Louie. Now listen, said Donald. You don't have to run to be strong. I am strong too. Not as strong as Huey. Not as strong, said Huey, as Aunt Daisy, said Louie. She keeps fit, said Dewey. Ha, said Donald. Who needs all that fitness stuff? I don't, but Daisy and the boys kept running their way. Later that day, Donald went for a walk. He had not gone far when he heard something boing, boing, boing. What was that noise? He followed the sound. It got louder. Boing, boing, boing. He followed it into Daisy's yard. Daisy was jumping on her trampoline. Higher and higher she jumped. Then she did a backflip. Great, called Huey, Dewey, and Louie. They clapped and cheered.
Mommy.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie think you are pretty strong, said Donald, but I am stronger than you are. I can show you that. Oh, good, said Daisy. Let's have a contest. How about a bicycle race next week? Sure, said Donald. That's easy. And let's have a trampoline contest too. But you have never done that, said Daisy. I don't think you should go on the trampoline, Donald. Well, I do, said Donald. We will see who is best on the trampoline. Then we will have a bicycle race. Okay, Donald, Daisy said with a smile, and she began to work out. She exercised all the rest of the day. Ooh, be careful. Donald did not want to work out. Who needs all that fitness stuff? What I need is lots of rest. Resting was what Donald did best. He made sure he got plenty of it. Huey, Dewey, and Louie told Donald how much Daisy was preparing for the contest. She can jump rope for an hour without stopping for a rest, said Louie. She can do 100 push-ups in a row, said Huey. She can run fast and farther than anyone, said Dewey. That does not mean she can beat me in a race, said Donald with a laugh. Huey, Louie, and Dewey told Daisy what Donald had said. She smiled and just kept working out. Daisy ran 5 miles every morning. She swam 50 laps every day. Daisy ate all the right things. She wanted to be ready for her contest with Donald. Soon, there were only 2 days until the contest. Donald watched Daisy as she ran by his window. I guess it would not hurt to work out for a little while, he said. Donald looked at himself in the mirror. Stomach in, chest out. Just look at all these muscles. Daisy does not stand a chance. Well, what should I do first? Donald asked himself. I think I'll try running. It couldn't be too hard. Donald counted as he ran. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. He held his head up high. This is easy. I could run like this for hours. But soon he began to huff and puff. Oh boy, he said, it seems like a long way home. It didn't seem this far before. He ran slower and slower, and he huffed and he puffed and even more. At last he got home. He sat down to rest. I'll just take a short nap, he thought. But Donald slept for the rest of the day. He slept all that night, too. The next day, Donald got up and stretched his arms out wide. Ouch, that hurts. It sure is hard to move, he said. I'd better exercise a little more to get my muscles going. He touched his toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough of those, he thought. He did push-ups. 1, 2, 3. That seems like enough for me. All that work had made Donald hungry. I'd better eat to keep up my strength, he said. Tomorrow is going to be a big day. Eating was something that Donald did well, so he made sure he ate plenty. Honey, you can't stand in front of the book, silly. Now it was the morning of the contest. Of course, Donald woke up late. He hurried into his clothes. He ran all the way to Daisy's house. Daisy and the nephews were waiting for him. Who do you think is going to win the contest, friends? Daisy was ready to start the contest. Would you like to be the first on the trampoline, she asked. Ladies first, said Donald. Up Daisy went. She jumped once. She jumped twice. She jumped higher and higher. Then she began to flip over and over. She flipped and flipped until Donald grew dizzy. Then she jumped neatly off the trampoline. Hooray for Daisy, cried Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Watch this, said Donald. He climbed up on the trampoline. He jumped once. He jumped twice. He jumped higher and higher and higher and higher. Look out, Uncle Donald, cried Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Donald never got to do a flip. He landed in a tree instead. Oh, don't worry, Uncle Donald. We'll get you down. The nephews helped him out of the tree. Donald brushed himself off. Well, never mind the trampoline, he said. I know I will win the bicycle race. We'll see, said Daisy. Are you sure you are ready? You seem a little bit tired. Just you wait, Daisy. You won't even be able to keep up, said Donald. They took their places on their bicycles. The race was about to begin. On your mark. Get set. Go, shouted Huey. Last one around the block is a sore loser, cried Daisy. And with that, she raced past Donald in a flash. Donald huffed and Donald puffed. He just could not keep up. Soon Daisy could not be seen. Donald's legs were beginning to hurt. At last, Donald got back to Daisy's house. There stood Daisy, and she looked fresh as a daisy. But Donald looked very tired. Daisy, you won fair and square, he said sadly. I was not ready for this race, and you were. I guess, said Huey. It pays, said Dewey. To be prepared, shouted Louie. Yes, said Donald, it certainly does. The end. Good job, friends, listening to that whole book. It was kind of long. Do you want to say bye to friends?
Bye.
Say bye-bye. Say see you tomorrow.
Bye.